Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Bougie Baddie. Today I'm gonna be showing you how I apply my face makeup, and I hope you guys enjoy. Mwah. I usually start off with a clean face and I wash my hands before I do my makeup just because I don't want any bacteria showing up on my skin in like the form of pimples. I start off with the CeraVe moisturizer. I have a combination skin and I find that this really helps with my dry skin. And so the makeup won't cling onto the dry areas. Just like to warm it up with my fingers and just apply. Now I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Orange Concealer. I absolutely love this concealer. It cancels out any imperfections that I may have, as in dark spots. This is really dark, so I like applying it underneath all of my makeup. And I just basically just go in underneath the eye and create a triangle like so. Just make sure you don't put a lot because then it's going to be so hard to blend in. I also like to go on the side of my lips just because I have dark areas there, and on my chin. I'm just going to blend it with a beauty blender / sponge. That's great. It's like so great. I don't know. People say I talk like that. I necessarily don't agree all the time. I occasionally talk like that. It's like I kind of have that Valley girl accent. It's like, what can you do about it? It's the way I talk. Sorry. So just go blend that in as much as you can. And then I'm gonna go in with my Jeffree Star Concealer in C13. This is a little bit lighter than my actual concealer. I really like how this one brightens up my eye instantly. Then I'm just gonna blend it in. I like going in with the pointing part first and distributing the product, then going in with the bottom of the sponge to bounce out the product in order to blend. I just stabbed my eyeball. How many of you guys do that? Like, I know I'm not the only one. I always like end up stabbing my eye somehow. You can see it has really great coverage. It almost took out all of the orange. It just left a little orange spot, but we'll get rid of it soon. Now I'm gonna go in with my foundation. It really just depends on my mood of the day, on what foundation I use. I have a couple foundations, but today we're gonna go in with the Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation. And I have like the little sample one. I'm definitely gonna buy the full size because I love it. And the Becca Ever Matte Shine Proof foundation. My foundation preference is always matte. I don't like being dewy. I used to use the Maybelline Fit Me and Dewy, and I absolutely hated it. It's just not my thing. I only like being dewy, like in my highlighting areas. That's about it. And then I distribute the product onto the skin and just making sure I have enough. And I take the back of my beauty sponge and I just blend it. I try to not go in too much underneath the eye because I'm gonna apply concealer again and I don't want it to look cakey. I feel like I'm stabbing myself. And just blend it out onto my neck. I'm gonna go in with my actual concealer that I use to conceal, and it's the one by Tarte. It's the Shape Tape. It's my favorite concealer, and I use the shade Medium Light. I think it's a neutral because I know that there's two different kinds of medium lights. There's like a peachy undertone and a neutral undertone. And less is more with this concealer, so I use a little bit of concealer and just spread it out. It looks like a lot, but it's a little bit of concealer. And I just go over the parts where I put the orange and anything I want to hide. Then I just go in and I blend it to the gods. I like to use concealer on the sides of my nose because I find that it makes my nose look smaller. Wherever my brow ends, right here, I just go in and I just make like a little line to kind of contour, but with a concealer, just for the blend. I don't know if you can tell, but I like how it looks, so I just keep doing it. Then I'm just going to set the concealer. I like using the Coty Air Sponge. I just dip my sponge and apply it to the areas where I put the concealer. I grab a little bit because I am just setting it, I'm not baking it. I like to spread it out first and then blend it in. I'm gonna bake my eyes. I'm just gonna be dipping in my sponge again, but this time I'm gonna go a little bit more overboard with applying the powder. That is what baking is. And just apply it to places that you get oily, or just where you applied the concealer. I'm gonna prepare my face for the bronzer. So I'm just gonna be applying it right in this area underneath the cheekbone. You can let it sit for 10 minutes or however long you wish. The longer you bake, the longer it'll last. Oh, there's powder everywhere. So while I wait for it to bake, I usually like to do my bronzer and contour. I like using this fluffy brush. It's the Aesthetica P12. And I'm gonna go in with the Sugar Contour Mini Bronzer. And then I'm just gonna apply it right above the powder. Now I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Amazonian Clay Park F Princess bronzer. I'm gonna be using a smaller brush. This one is a pointed fluffy brush. And this bronzer is waterproof, so it'll last all day. I like to go like right above that bronzer, except I'm being a little bit more precise when applying it. That'll slim down your face a lot more. And try to go in with a light hand, just so it won't be hard to blend out. And I'm just gonna go over wherever I bronzed my face. I like to put some on my forehead because I have a big ass forehead. And it definitely slims your forehead down significantly. Especially if you like to put your bangs up and your hair back and sleek. Really helps. And then with the remaining powder, I just go in with the side of my nose and just bronze it up a little bit. And I'm just gonna go over where I put the powder the first, underneath my cheekbone, just to create a sharper effect. I like to do my eye makeup before I get rid of the powder, just because it catches fallout, and if I mess up with my mascara, I can easily wipe it off. So I'm gonna go do that real fast.
One eternity later.
Hey guys, I'm back. And I did my makeup, well, my eyes and my lips off camera. I didn't put on lashes today, so now I'm going to brush away all of the powder that I put on to bake. I'm going to be using a fluffy brush. So now that we finished blending out our powder, I'm gonna go in with my blush. Honestly, blush is what can really make or break a look. I'm going to be using the Pixie by Petra shade Beach Rose, and this blush has a glowy finish. It's so pretty. And sometimes I like to put it on my nose just to kind of create a fleshy look. Some highlighter. I'm going to be using the Artist Couture Purple Dream. Okay, with the leftover powder, I'm going to put it on the tip of my nose. And then I'm going to go to the bridge of my nose just a little bit. This is how I apply my foundation and my face products. I usually don't do my eyebrows. I just put some gel on and then I'm good to go, just because my eyebrows are really thick already. But thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to comment in the comment section, as well as like, subscribe. Thank you for watching like always. I love you, my bougie baddies, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.